and just also gives them a sort of earlier fight timing hero that can make space for the anti-mage, because Earthshaker is definitely not that necessarily. He's usually going to be trying to find the blink, trying to catch up with the farm till about 15 minutes or so when he has a blink dagger, and then he gets involved. So the Kunkka allows them to get a little bit more involved early.
Mm-hmm. So forward gaming, trying to figure out what they want to ban now. In the final spot, you figure an offlaner still left. Maybe. You mentioned it's not going to be a snaking Kunkka, but we do know that the Kunkka offlane is possible. But unless there's a mid-hero, I mean, like OD is still on the board, so I suppose the chance like they could go OD even as another Medusa answer. Lane and Ali help shut her down, but I'm gonna ban tight on her.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good team fight ultimate. I can just kind of walk into the middle of things.
10 seconds.
What else
remaining.
could fill that same role for J.Storm?
5 seconds.
See. Especially for Rev playing it. He plays a lot of Pango.
We've not been seeing any Pango these last.
Yeah, it's really surprising. It's surprising that we haven't seen any Pango at all.
Major qualifiers, he was still pretty relevant, and then the minor, and then there's these following events just died off. People lost interest.
Guess so. Yeah, I'm not totally sure why suddenly disappeared.
Pango seems decent here, though. You're right. I mean, you get a defusal on him, especially against Medusa. Going to be really good. Don't have really good burst, so he can survive. He can sustain in fights pretty well. And Drow. We've seen a couple of Drow.
10 seconds.
Maybe is that setting up for like a Timber Saw?
Remaining.
Saw for some reason.
On forward?
Yeah. Well, no, on J.Storm, because they banned Drow, so I'm wondering if they maybe set that up for like a Timber Saw.
I still think they need somebody to kind of get in there and start off these fights. Set up for the Shaker, to set up for the Curse. Another early game team fighting hero seems really good. I don't know. I like Pango.
Necrophos.
Alright, that kind of works in the same vein where your Necro just runs in. Look at me, hit me, go on me, and then everybody else follows up. He also has a pretty good aura against tanky-ass heroes like Medusa, Centaur, and Earth Spirit for that matter.
10 seconds.
Right, well.
5 seconds.
Well, the answer at forward, do they have it on CCNC or UR? DK going back. Okay.
That seems
safe lane.
Seems decent. Although I don't really know if you want your Medusa safe lane facing anti-mage, but okay. You're gonna go OD.
Not OD, but the idea of anti-mage against OD is a little suspect.
Definitely a lot of big mana bombs, that's for sure.
Yeah. Targets, yeah. Okay. Boo is gonna have options.
Yeah, it also the OD does give them a save against the Reapers, against the Kunkka combo, against the Curse. So the save is very nice from the OD.
Very true. Game 1 of this semifinal, J versus forward. Lineups are set. trying to think, is this maybe too greedy as far as the core base for forward gaming, both the OD and the Medusa? I think that they'll be able to make it.
I think it's probably faster paced than J.Storm's lineup, to be honest. They have the Earth Spirit, they've got the Venge. Medusa can get involved. Not like she's completely relegated to farming the jungle all the time. Certainly can get involved earlier than the anti-mage can.
All right. Game 1 now. An anti-mage. Expect him to sit back and farm. See how Necrophos does, though, here in this game. Of Necrophos here and there. One that Forev has definitely played
Prepare
before.
for battle.
But you build Necrophos now as well, get that Heartstopper aura leveled up, because the regen's built into it, unlike before. Was with Death Pulse. I always said that about this hero, where ever since they made that change, overall the hero still felt okay, but he became much weaker in the laning phase, of course. That the idea that he couldn't just max or level up Growth Shroud and maybe 1 point in Heartstopper, and people just kind of stopped playing him. But it seemed like that he's always been still very good. The ultimate killing people is of course up there with the best of the game.
Yeah, and his Heartstopper is just actually better now in the late game. So the hero definitely is worse in the earlier stages of the game, but he's arguably stronger than he was before in the grand scheme of things.
Forward currently has 3 heroes up at the top. They're setting up for the bounty rune at least, which definitely getting, because J.Storm doesn't have anyone up here. They're waiting to see what the lanes are looking like. Necrophos currently in the mid. He's ready to move around if needed.
The classic dual lane. We've all seen this in pubs a couple times.
Kunkka mid, yeah. They don't really have the information yet. They're going to see Vengeful TPing from top lane. Just TP'd bottom. They see that now. Necrophos is heading back towards the top. They expected maybe some kind of a aggressive trial lane of sorts, which originally that was the case. But
and there is an aggressive trial lane coming out from J.Storm. So, bunch of pressure on the Medusa. The anti-mage here in lane.
Okay, so maybe that's what they expected. Maybe this is what they wanted more so, as able to address the...
Yeah, they're much happier to have Necro just kind of be the flex. He's going to go wherever they need, and then...
or the Medusa. Trust the Medusa.
Yes. Move off to a pretty good start here. Definitely reflect the snake, which is actually pretty interesting. Missed it there. But certainly cancel out Yawar's plans with that. Not careful.
Earth Spirit, he's pulled the creep wave up top. MSS is farming up here behind the tower for now. It's bottom lane. Yawar, it's really low. He's dead. Who goes down? First blood the way of J.Storm. Vengeful only had the 1 stun to use. Not enough. Anti-Mage doesn't even have mana break yet either. Managed to get that kill, but here comes Earth Spirit. This is what I was going to say, is should we expect Earth Spirit to rotate, and especially now after the death. Exactly what he does.
Yeah, they need some more beef in this lane, because Vengeful Spirit is quite weak in the lane. And Medusa, we saw it in the mid lane. That's why Monkey King is so good against Medusa, is because he's so freaking slow. 279 movement speed. Just be run down by these faster melee heroes like the Anti-Mage and the Earthshaker, especially when she's fissure blocked.
How's that mid matchup going? Kunkka versus OD right now. Kunkka 10-1, OD 9-5.
No goal.
Really back and forth. CCC does have more denies to work with. So he's tanking the creep wave top. Forev, of course, just killing creeps underneath the tower as a result. Got that level 2 Heartstopper aura. Regen. And off of that, so we do have the full try versus trailing bottom. That's where we expect the action to be. I'll keep the camera down here, but for now, Anti-Mage 18-4, Medusa 9-0, and suffering that death on top of it. So Yawar has been doing so good for forward gaming as of recently, and just very good net worth, but this game is not shaping up to be that at least early on. He's going to have a difficult task ahead of him. In fact, Vengeful Spirit might just die. A walk at him, the fissure block initially. Earth Spirit comes in, nice job with the wand. Now Moo gets turned. Great bait right there. Vengeful is holding that stick the whole time. And eventually turned. Good roll in, of course, from Earth Spirit as well.
And Moo doesn't have any points in Blink. Counterspell to deal with the Mystic Snake every time Yawar uses it, and as a result, can definitely get caught out of position. Gets a couple more levels here.
Yeah. Off to the side.
Dire's tower is under
Gonna
attack.
pull a creep wave with him.
Making is so farmed right now.
What is he at? 37-3. Yeah, Centaurs. Wow. And again, he's just been cutting the creep wave constantly. He's got the double stout shield.
Pulling it into the camps as well to get just that little bit of extra farm, and then that one creep wave pull by MSS that Forev started off with a lot less experience in gold.
How does this translate, though? What is he going to get with this as Kitrek just denies himself in the mid lane? Probably to see, of course, like the Hood of Defiance, maybe the Vanguard, just one of those tools. SAP for the double edge.
Be a little careful here, though. He does have Stampede, though, so he's just gonna potentially.
Fissure didn't block him. It does slow him down.
Dire's
He's
top
going to keep
tower
running.
is
March
under
dies
attack.
elsewhere as Snake King's on the run, so can he at least get the bounty rune? He's going to go for it. Necrophos! Oh, Snake King grabbed it first. So he's
Die as a result, though.
probably dead. Yeah, nothing here to deny himself with. And he does die, and they're just going to go take the other bounty rune. So in the big picture,
Dire's top
not
tower
really
is
worth
under
going
attack.
for that bounty rune.
Nope. Got a little too greedy there, and that means that Forev is off to a nice start on this Necrophos as well with the free lane. I think to your point that the Necrophos having the free farm is probably going to be more impactful overall because he's going to go for an early Atos, it looks like, and then
Dire's
of course
middle
he has the
tower is
Reaper
under
Scythe,
attack.
danger to anybody
Radiant
at any point in the
structures
game.
are fortified.
The CCNC's diving mid lane, has teammates to help him out here, but Fear's just sitting nearby. Yeah, the invis the whole time they were not aware. Of course, Kunkka is still going to be rolled on. He's put under. With the imprisonment, is that enough damage? It's level 3. It's not enough initially, but the auto attack will finish him. Torrent was able to cast that at least before he died, but it doesn't hit anyways. March, off to the right. Vengeful and Earth Spirit in pursuit. He does have a shrine. Can he get to it? Lunar Blast, pop the shrine, and that'll be the cue for the Radiant to just fall back. Got a 5-minute cooldown out of that with the shrine use. Yawar and Moo continue to fight at the bottom lane. While some heroes exchanging blows.
Yep, Yawar.
Radiant's
Oh,
top
Moo.
tower is under attack.
Can't disjoin it.
Yeah.
Super low.
Get
Six
all the way
snake.
back to base.
Cannot be disjointed. Says it there in the
Dire's
tooltip.
bottom tower is under attack.
So as the levels have added up, it seems like Medusa is able to, of course, naturally fight much more effectively with that Mystic Snake. Level 3 now. And makes you wonder, is Anti-Mage... Well, he's going to go back to the bottom lane, but maybe when the time is, he goes elsewhere. But mid lane, March, they're eventually going to get to him. They're trying to. He's been flying around this whole time. A Stampede committed for this. Vengeful also going to stun the Earthshaker on the back lines. March, double edge. He is dead. Finally, the fissure comes out from Fear, but there's not enough he can do by himself. Rotations. Kunkka, he's now in, as
the
is
Reaper.
Forev. The Reaper Scythe. It's not enough damage. They do secure the kill, though, so it won't be the longer duration, but at least they make it happen. He just gets out.
And Forev is going to head back to the top lane for now. I would imagine that he probably switch places with the anti-mage pretty soon. But yeah, I don't know. Forward, the gank, a little forced.
Middle tower is under attack.
I mean, it took them the whole Stampede duration. They didn't even catch Wyvern.
Yeah.
It was after the fact, so that was 4 heroes. Completely forced. And big part of it is Centaur. He's got 2 deaths now. You're talking about good old Caster's Curse coming into play as MSS gets picked off. Over here as they're battling that bottom rune spot. Kit Wreck pulled in, and Brawl ends up with a double kill. He's put under, but that's just going to be to annoy him. Really it. But going back to the point, I mean, Centaur, he went from top farm in the game by quite a bit to all of a sudden now 2 deaths, and he's still up there, but so much for that huge acceleration he had.
Yeah, it looked like he was maybe going to get like a 10-minute blink dagger or something, but now he's just having an okay time at point.
Yawara's not having an okay time there. Both Kunkka and Earthshaker collapse with Moo. Take out Medusa. The Mana Void came out. Auto attacks to follow for the kill. Mid tower will go down, though. As Forward Gaming realizes the heroes that were down at the bottom. Figure they had an opening, so good move by them at least.
Dose is almost done on Forev. He's going to be able to buy it here in just another couple of creep waves, and will absolutely be joining his team and getting involved.
Yeah, level Death Pulse. Pretty good. Anti-Mage. Perseverance almost online. They moves pretty well, though. Medusa are essentially tied right now. Again, going back to the question earlier where we're going to see Moo maybe adjust to the top lane sooner than later in this laning phase, but still at 10 minutes coming up, he's going to stay at the bottom and at least help pressure this bottom tower.
Yep, both teams splitting the map horizontally now. It's going to be 2 for 2 in these bounties, most likely. Forward completely invading the Dire jungle. March. He's just up here to be annoying. Get a couple creeps of experience. Try and get that curse online more quickly.
Fortunately, he's found. Has the Arctic Burn. Not going to get him away. Imprisonment. He buys a tome. Die, though. NC is having a great OD game right now. Triple Null Talisman. Drums just about finished for him. Feeling really good. And going back to Centaur, he's jumped back into 2nd place even. So it's still going to be a decent timing. Oh, good catch.
Dire's tower is under attack.
Centaur and OD continuing to pressure the top lane. Just mentioned though, Snake King, even with those 2 deaths, he's got 1700 gold saved up, so he is getting close to the blink.
Yep, he's almost there. Fear is going to have a super early blink, though. He's almost completely done with it already. He's 2 levels higher than MSS, or was until MSS used the tome. So Earthshaker is having a great start to the game as well.
Actually, looking at the net worth chart now, Kunkka's barely ahead of the Earthshaker, and that's not necessarily good news, I feel, for J.Storm. Brawl hasn't really had the greatest start himself, but I suppose overall actually pretty even spread of farm.
Yeah, Brawl, he's 2-1 and 2. He just hasn't been farming as much. That's the main thing. Been involved in a lot of these early skirmishes. So he'll definitely need to catch up a bit in terms of farm, but smoke to the bottom and look back up this anti-mage. Find somebody in the jungle.
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen this, but the Mask of Madness coming out for Yawar. Medusa.
Alright. Yeah. I don't see why not. Some good farming tool and allow him to fight a little bit earlier, potentially. Also, not a whole lot of minus armor on the side, so care about taking away from yourself.
Already with the smoke themselves. Rev trying to maybe expose it. He's got the Rod of Atos. Drums just delivered to CCNC. The swap play for Rev. So hard to kill, though. Good luck with that. In fact, with the rum being drank, I don't know about chasing after it. Magnetize going to be used. OD's locked down by the curse. Winter Wyvern went too far for that curse, though. And he's going to be the only victim in the end. One for nothing. So quite the clash in the open there, but obviously Necrophos, a very difficult target to just jump and kill that.
Ryle's going to get caught here in the top lane, though. Oh, he has Invis. No detection from what I can see.
For Spirit? No, they don't. You're right. That's a...
Yep. And Stampede is used for no benefit. Moo is closing in on that Battle Fury. He's having a very free game now, and that's probably to be expected.
Set up for the landing phase. Prowl's camping OD over here. Is the Invis rune with plenty of information for the team. S-ship in 3.
Wants to go. MSS just ran into him. He pings it out. He's like, Invis Kunkka right here.
Here comes the combo. OD imprisonment was used to farm, so he can't save himself from it. Did he delay them long enough? They're wrapping around. Forev's coming in. Rod of Atos not used just yet. They're gonna catch Vengeful at least. But if that's all they get, that's a great getaway from Forward Gaming, considering how that was shaping up.
Yep. Ryle had to go because Biz was running out, so J.Storm just a little bit too slow in getting there. But again, all this time, Anti-Mage just farming away. He's going to pick up that Demon Edge here in just a second or two, and that'll be a full Battle Fury.
Radiant's top tower.
They're going for Medusa. Stone Gaze. Is the mana void enough? Can't get it off initially. Has another blink. Any TPs? Nothing yet. Top lane, they're also fighting up here, so being distracted. Kunkka, he's going to run away as Centaur. He gets cursed. Yawar does end up going down at the bottom lane and back to the top lane. Wyvern. They're chasing him. Roll in. It's going to cancel. Great roll in right there. Catches Bryle. So Bryle, all he can do is just fight. He has a ship, but he is going to be silenced up, and no chance anyways. Imprisonment will finish the job. March is also caught. 3-kill streak stopper going the way of OD. So they pick off Yawar, but they lose 2 at the top lane. Some bounty runes coming in.
Still probably favors J.Storm just because Anti-Mage is involved in the kill. Had free reign in this bottom lane. They are continuing to secure this jungle for him. He has so much space, and ultimately he's probably stronger than both the OD and Mage. Gets to that 6-slot territory. Plus, he's going to get his items way faster than either of them. Right? And I also just learned that Stone Gaze stone forms the courier. That happened there.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. TIL.
A
Moo, after that kill, see him starting to jump up quite a bit. You know, interestingly enough, props to Snake King and that how well he's farming. I mean, he's second in farm. He's somewhat close to the Anti-Mage, especially with those 2 tests earlier on. Got a Hood of Defiance, he's got his Blink, and he's queuing up the Ags next in line. Mid lane, Clash breaking out. OD going to be locked down by the Rod of Atos, so he got some help initially from his teammates. Prowl going to be comboed and is able to get the ship off, but not really the greatest follow-up to it. Forev running away. As you mentioned, he could have used his Reaper Sights due to the silence. Curso on a Centaur will not be able to stun initially. In fact, out of mana currently, but they burn down Necrophos. The Sanity's Eclipse, a big part of that, absolutely. No chance to heal himself.
Looked like he was going to just Reaper CC&C right there, but excellent silence from MSS. This Earth Spirit is doing a lot of work. These fights, keeping his team alive, setting up for these kills, and he needs to, because things were kind of trending towards J.Storm. But yeah, back to your point about Snake King. I mean, this is the type of player that he is. He's a very hard farming offlaner. He's kind of like the old Universe style, where he's going to spend quite a bit of time getting his own farm, getting his items. And sometimes it's a little bit to the detriment of the team, but I think that an Aghanims is definitely a pretty big deal. So I don't know if it's necessarily a game-winning item.
Very helpful. As long as, he's not taking it away from others.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that's necessarily the case because, again, Medusa's even back now ahead of him, and OD is very close. But all 3 cores are farming very well this game for freedom.
Yeah, definitely.
Radiant's middle tower
The fact that
is
they're
under
all,
attack.
somewhat close to the Anti-Mage has had his Battle Fury for a little bit, and still, there's 2-1-2 in this game right now. That's impressive.
Fight mid lane.
Centaur going in. He's got Stampede. Going to be stunned up initially, but eventually be able to pop it. Although the Witch's Curse locking him in place. Some more Earthshaker, though. Can he get an Echo Slam off at least? The Fissure. He's running. Got the ship. Going for the Reaper Scythe, and they do not get the kill, though, because the Imprisonment comes out to save the Earth Spirit. So nobody dying despite what was used, but we're not done just yet, baby. Moo, he wants to go back in. Got a Mana Void still. Centaur's caught. Not an easy kill, of course. Imprisonment put on. Yawar. There's the counter spell coming in. Yawar's lost the mana. You can get on top of it. Centaur going to be swapped out. He's fine, but Moo gets comboed down. The burst damage return is real, and Moo all of a sudden falls. Who would have thought Anti-Mage would be the first death in that clash? I sure did not.
MSS with these silences on point. And Moo just getting involved a little bit too early. He doesn't have that Manta style yet, so great recognition of that by the Earth Spirit.
Dire's tower is under attack.
That is the thing, too, with the Medusa into an Anti-Mage. You got to be careful with those snakes, because as Moo showed right there with the counter spell reflected back, and Yawar's all of a sudden no mana to work with. But again, he couldn't get on top of the Medusa. Actually get a Mana Void out, and I think Forward Game is also aware that, he's essentially a bomb, so they're spreading out.
Yeah, great plays by CC&C too, getting the save with the Reaper Sight there, which actually snowballed to allow MSS to get that silence play on the Anti-Mage later on in the fight. So big plays coming out for Forward. Mid lane.
Some quality Dota here. Don't doubt what we expected, of course, with Forward Gaming versus J.Storm. 20-minute bounty runes come in, and we're going to see a clash once again. Fear. Oh, we got silence again. MSS on point. He gets the Echo Slam off, but the sending to the cliffs. He is going to be put under and eventually killed off here as he comes down. Brawl, he's caught with the Magic Missile. The stomp in place. He's still running, but not fast enough. Brawl's caught. They compete for the runes, and it does not work for J.Storm.
What a play by CC&C too. He blinked out of the Echo Slam. Right at the last second. Yeah. Dodged the Echo with a blink. Be able to keep pumping in that damage. Yeah, Forward's playing a whole nother level right now.
Sir Wyvern, dead. Mask of Madness Medusa. That's pretty hard. Free kill on the Wyvern at the top lane, and Medusa has officially pulled ahead of the Anti-Mage in this game. That is not a good sign for J.Storm. I mean, you still have the matchup favored, looking okay for you, of course, in that sense, but you can't let that gap grow too big. But I also go back to just the 3 cores are all doing very good on the side of Forward, and you have a Necrophos and a Kunkka that are so far behind the other.
Yeah, Forev with that super good start hasn't really. It felt like he just didn't get involved with his team early enough. He picked up the Atos and then was kind of still farming on his own. Bryle has just been in every single fight, and his farm is suffering really badly as a result.
Radiant's middle tower.
Something else that we're seeing that's an impact on a hero like Necrophos is that Spirit Vessel. Finished on Earth Spirit. Charging it currently. At him that Necrophos does not like to play against, so good pick up by MSS.
Radiant.
As he's had bought him with some teammates backing him up as well. Kunkka is beefy. He's got double bracer, a Sage. She's working on the halberd. Doesn't go too far, however. Yeah, both Kunkka and Necrophos are playing very utility heavy. They really are all in on this 4-1 strategy.
I think that probably favors Forward, considering that this OD is Tricore really against one, and all 3 on the Tricore are within striking distance as far as net worth goes.
He's going to have an axe on Centaur, and very soon. He's only needs 900 gold or so.
Scanning.
He did. They scanned the pit. It was red for a bit there, but it turns green,
Dire's
so
middle tower is under attack.
where now it's not actually happening.
Correct. Rewards, but actually doesn't quite get this reward. So Dire is aware of this rotation into their jungle. That Moo will have a bit more space in the bottom lane. He's going straight for a Scotty after the Manta style. That extra stats, wants to be able to fight both the OD and the
Radiant's
Medusa.
bottom tower is under attack.
Atos catch a Centaur. Not a great catch, though. And there's two different fights really happening. MSS, again, he's put under.
Dire's top
CCNC
tower
on
is
point
under
with the
attack.
imprisonment. It's going to save and allow for a turn. Necrophos, he's dealing with 3 heroes over here. The Medusa Stone Gaze in the face as I hear the Echo Slam going up north, though. Fear, the follow-up damage, not nearly enough. Rev eventually is picked up. MSS rolling in. Magnetize applied to Fear. Looking to the left, you got Kitrek running away for the Anti-Mage, as well as Konka, but now he has backup. He's going to be X back in. CCNC going to be jumped by Moo. He is low on life, but again, he puts himself under for now, and he's going to run. Backup is here. Kunkka stomped up. CCNC still running the Mana Void, not going to be used. He still has plenty of mana, though. So I don't think it would be the most damage. Kunkka, Gold Embrace, but just delaying the inevitable. Spirit Vessel's up, and he's just dead.
He's still alive.
He gets away. And ports out. He's good to go. Anti-Mage was just... He literally was trying to kill him that whole fight, and he couldn't.
Dire's tower
Yeah,
is under
he was
attack.
actually trying to kill the Vengeful Spirit for quite some time
Dire's
too, and
top
wasn't able to
tower
do
has
that
fallen.
either. So, yeah, this is really not a good sign for J.Storm. They're having a hard time getting anything going these fights, and forward, he's almost done with a Hex.
Did I call them Freedom Gaming again? I think I did. I've done that before. They really should change their name, I'm not going to lie. It's such a better name. Forward Gaming. Over here. Butterfly now delivered to Medusa.
And
So,
a double damage picked up.
and Roshan. Easy. And another reason to go the Mask of Madness is for this nice transition. Bryle. He's in a bad spot. He got a Shark off. However, Necrophos
Nice
also
stun by
getting run
Snaking.
down, snaking the double stun. MSS doesn't have Magnetize yet, but the Eclipse will burn down Kunkka. These Eclipse, that is. Wyvern putting the curse on
Radiant's
Centaur.
bottom tower
So
has
tanky
fallen.
though.
Matter.
Dire's
Put him
middle
under.
tower
Yawar's
is
just
under
killing the
attack.
backdoor protection tower, meanwhile. But again, Roshan's still up. They're probably going to go back in and try to finish that now. It's just the Aegis, but still necessary.
Yep, and I mean, this Anti-Mage, he can't get involved. Still a couple items away from feeling very comfortable, and he's, to be honest, he's really missing his timing
Dire's
window
middle
because
tower is under
once
attack.
this Hex is up on OD, he's got to be very scared about just jumping into these fights. He might even have to get a BKB before he can actually really
Roshan has
contribute.
fallen to the Raiders.
He's up an MKB for now.
Yeah. To answer the evasion of the butterfly, but still. Right, without the
Radiant's
BKB,
bottom tower
going
is
to
under
feel
attack.
somewhat difficult still.
Not out of it yet. They do have an Anti-Mage, and he's definitely good against both the OD and the Medusa.
Yeah. True. On paper, he really does have the matchup advantage still. That did not change all of a sudden. Whole 4-1 commitment by J.Storm. It could most certainly pay off. It's a 9,000 net worth lead for forward, but J.Storm all in on the Anti-Mage, and he is going back and forth with Medusa. That net worth lead. He is committed towards the MKB for this. He's going to finish it. Got his 3 items online. Have a buyback currently. They have an Aegis on Medusa and forward gaming. No doubt going to be looking to make some plays coming up.
You are going for... He had Lincoln's queued up. Now he has the second butterfly. Oh, no, he's going to go for AC.
Gets a Wyvern. Going for the burst. He's surviving for now. Great Echo Slam from Fear coming out. Vengeful's getting low as a Centaur. Nobody dead somehow just yet again. As CCNC, he's going to be locked down. The Mana Burn's kicking in. And that Mana's going to be gone now because the Reaper Sights with the Mana Boy. Beautiful combo from J.Storm. 95 seconds. OD's dead for. Vengeful's also eventually caught down. And there's the combo that we knew existed from J.Storm and how they're possibly going to come back to win this game. MSS taking away, but it's hard to do that.
He
Blinks,
keeps blocking the roll.
yeah, blinks into the stun. But there you go. Eventually gets the kill. 400 gold going the way of Anti-Mage. He's already got 1,300 gold saved up, and he just got the MKB as that fight started.
Yeah, that was a really weird fight for Forward Gaming to take their Medusa with the Aegis in the bottom lane completely alone, and they were fighting right outside of a tier 2 tower with 4. So I don't really understand why they were there or why they were fighting. But that's the kind of fight that can definitely turn the game around as CCC does finish the Hex, but lots of momentum going the way of the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware of that until you mentioned that. So Medusa not even there. A little more sense is coming out, but again, you'll see that one target. If they catch either OD or the Medusa with the Winter's Curse, then it allows Anti-Mage to, obviously he's not doing damage, but he still burns. And then the Reaper Scythe with the Mana Void combo, and we see the explosion as a result. How they can kill that one big target at least.
Yeah, it is basically like he's still doing damage because Medusa relies so much on that mana for health.
OD's back up in a second.
I would imagine that he goes for not using fires here. I don't want to give Anti-Mage an additional 1,000 mana to use.
Yeah, that is kind of weird because right now he doesn't actually have anything, right? Because he Lincoln's, he's building an AC next. At least that's what he's got queued. So
right.
That is a good question, though.
Yeah, there are no modifiers to use at the moment.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You get a Satanic eventually with that Morbid Mask. You are. He's going up. He splits up with the Manta Style. He's pretty far up, though.
Yeah, he just set himself up to get torrented.
That's an Aegis, or is it? What? Okay, Sanity's Eclipse kills AM. He's all of a sudden no buyback, and Kunkka's dead.
Finish off Yawar.
No, I don't know. I'm so confused. I thought that was on purpose for a second. They either thought that he was going to burn down, or maybe they didn't want to because he has the Aegis.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they saw CCC coming. I guess they didn't taking that fight, but at least finish off the Medusa. That's their building hitter. Now you have no Anti-Mage for 60 seconds. This is just a set of racks, and it's going to get worse.
I mean, that might be game.
That was so weird.
Just like that, it actually might be game. Snake King, he's going to be swapped out as they combo him with the ship. Yawar's going forward. They're going to kill the middle set of racks for sure. Necropho's just spamming heals from behind. Vengeful does buy back as she was picked off by Bryle, but okay, maybe saying game is a little extreme, but
I don't know if they keep dying like this.
Well, that's a dieback on both. Yeah, so maybe actually I am right. Kunkka, he would die back too. He's going down. Bryle, evasion. The roll in wants the kill. You're not gonna get it. Don't risk it. They decide not to. The Aegis has been reclaimed. Medusa going back now for the top tier 3. So Anti-Mage is up in 8 seconds.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Got a Rax. He's gonna have to play from behind.
Earthshaker's got Echo. They have a ship. They could go for a combo.
Barracks are under attack.
See if they try. Doesn't look like it. They give up the second set of racks. So they're not 100% game by any means, but that's not all of a sudden 2 sets of racks for Forward Gaming. What felt just, yeah. That's one of those I really wish, kind of just had a replay to look back at, because, man, that felt so weird. J.Storm just did not finish Medusa. And they got too far out after seeming like a great catch on the Medusa. The turn happened.
Might find fear here in the bottom. For him. The track also coming over. The scan used as well. Fear, don't walk into the scan.
So close. Spotted. So he stays out. I have Scotty queued up for Moo. Anti-Mage. AC was finished on Medusa. Then he has a BKB queued up, so yeah, I mean, we'll find out when he's level 25, but that really is an interesting spot to be in, that talent. Vengeful. They turn on the anti-mage. He's in trouble. He does have a buyback this time, worst case, but they killed off the Earthshaker to the side. The curse used on Medusa. She got Stone Gaze off, though. Necrophos stunned to the left. They're going to turn on Forev. Spirit Vessel applied. He's certainly dead. Wyvern also goes down to CCNC. Got plus 28 intelligence. They just call it. All right, GG.
Invisibility.
Yeah, they seemed a little bit lost that game, to be honest.
Radiant victory.
Coordination was definitely lacking. And despite that one weird fight that they took in the mid lane, Medusa being bottom forward, definitely got carried by their individual. The MSS made a huge amount happen with that. Here at the silences early on, and then CCNC as well with plenty of saves. The Kings super farm Centaur as well.
That was impressive Dota. It was fun to watch, and both sides definitely played some solid Dota earlier on, at least. But yeah, the later portions, J.Storm just going back to that final push that happened, and I'm trying to think in hindsight. Like, to be fair, even if they kill the Medusa, that same result might still happen, because worst case, she comes back up with the Aegis, and the combo basically happened as they were trying to run back just as she was about dead anyway. So, maybe making too big of a deal of what just happened right there. But either way, it was very well played. Very well played by Forward Gaming, and that's a team that they play like that. I mean, they just qualify for the minor. That's the kind of play that could easily win you such an event. So, a couple weeks from now how that looks, but right now they're up 1-0 over J.Storm, and they conclude it and go to the finals, looking to face Team in the finals. Find out after a short break as I'm Breaky CPK, joined by Elevated. Stay tuned, guys, for 2 coming up.
5 seconds. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back. Dire team back. Remaining. 5 seconds.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got game number 2 coming at you as we have Forward Gaming taking on J.Storm. Forward Gaming currently up 1-0 in this best at it. Breaky CPK joined by Elevated, the Chew League Invitational, America's region. Winner of this moves on to play Team who's awaiting in the finals as they are
Radiant
competing also for that $10,000 prize pool. Only the top 2 teams get a portion of it, though, so essentially you're playing for prize pool here. This, we're done with. All right, the draft upon us. Good.
When's the last time you played a Dota game for $3,000?
Seconds.
Yeah, that'd be never.
Well, we should probably
5
put
seconds
$3,000 on our next game.
Sure.
At least we'll have that same feeling for one.
Yeah, crazy to think. So, playing for the monies all the time. Yeah, and that's at least $3,000. Could be $7,000. Yeah. Final match was absolutely possible. Anyways, the bans are finished now. The Oracle, Earthshaker, Brewmaster for forward. Yeah, the Magnus, Vengeful, and Nyx Assassin. Enigma was not banned, and Forward Gaming, Enigma.
Yep, this has been a very popular hero, and with good reason. We've been over it a number of times now, but basically buying. Although MSS doesn't do it the way like the Ring of Regen, passing the Ring of Regen to his offlaner way. He plays a little bit more
5 seconds.
Focused on his own items early on. It seems like.
Radiant
However,
pick.
It also could be a Snake King. We don't really know. Whoa!
Huh?
That's a Ricky.
Hey. That's all right. So it's a good transport for Lifestealer. It's Smoke Cloud is really annoying for Enigma, and this, I mentioned this in the previous series. If you're going up against an Enigma, getting that hero that's just a nuisance to him in the jungle is a very smart strategy, and Ricky's got to be one of the better ones at it. Now, Bounty Hunter is the response, his detection there, but interesting development we have in game 2.
All right, why not? See it. I know that Fear has been playing Ricky in pubs a reasonably large amount, so I would expect it to be the 4 Ricky. Never know. Sometimes you'll see it as a 3, sometimes a 1, but most likely the 4 here. That Bounty Hunter, pretty in response for Forward Gaming to say, no more Invis heroes.
I'm trying to think
10 seconds.
I think the last time I saw him
5 seconds.
before
remaining.
they nerfed Echo Saber, it used to apply the Echo Slow on every single hit.
Oh,
And
wow.
so you would just rush Echo on 4 Ricky, and then you'd go around and solo kill. Pretty bro.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to remember if I've ever even casted a Ricky game. I honestly don't know if I. I mean, I'm sure I've casted a 1 or 2, but not a hero. It's not like he's like been in phases, at least since I've been in 3 years now casting. It's just not a hero that you expect to see at all.
Yeah, I think he's just a little too hard for J.Storm to balance to where, like, if he's good enough to pick in competitive, then he will be ruining pubs like at all levels of MMR. And so you got to keep him at sort of this level where it's punishing to pick the hero. Otherwise, he's too strong, and that means that competitive players are probably going to overlook him.
Smokescreen is potentially really good. I'll say
Definitely.
that about this hero. Like, Smokescreen is a very solid ability, the silence that it provides, and just
10 seconds
so.
remaining.
Yeah. Wow. We're throwback. This is a throwback draft for sure.
Is it even a throwback? I don't even know. Like, is this old school, or is this just like what the WTF?
Man, that's a BKB canceling ultimate to counter the Enigma, and it's something that can't stop with Lincoln Sphere. So if you just hold the rock until Enigma is black hole every fight, then he will never be able to pull for the entire game. So there is that.
That is a classic match. Are they going too much into this idea of stopping the Enigma? That's the question. Because again, we've seen games where you don't even have to black hole and it's still fine. So that's the concern, I suppose, we have. Your J.Storm and they're doing here. Ogre.
All right. Yeah.
Just continue to be weird.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, no, like literally these 3 heroes, we've been casting Dota this whole week. These 3 heroes we haven't casted at all yet. Whole week. And yet, all of a sudden, a Ricky, a Warlock, and an Ogre show.
I love it. I love Ogre. Got an insane amount of armor and regen early on. Very good at bullying. Run at... And the Warlock Ricky support duo is extremely weak. So forward could definitely look to pressure early. Often running over J.Storm. Lifestealer tends to be a little bit on the slower side as well. So see how forward ends this. But I would expect them to pick game aggression here. Razor, for example, hasn't been banned.
They banned the Ursa and then the Troll instead. Feels like a option.
Pick.
Gaming. J.Storm. Really have a different idea this game as far as try. They go to Veno.
Let the Morphling in. Oh.
Yep. Taking Rage for himself is very good this game.
Yeah. Extremely good, actually. Oh my god. Backstab with Morphling's agility gain. Remaining. Dear lord.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a interesting one.
That was a lot of damage.
How many times has a Morphling played against a Ricky? That's what I want to know.
Oh, right.
Have some fun with this.
If he takes over Ricky, he's gonna have a 100% agi modification on Vex. Keep that in mind.
Rage is really good though. I go back to that and like, yes, that damage is nice and everything, but the Rage this game for Morphling is insanely. I think that's going to probably be the priority. It may depend on how the game state is. Fun with the Ricky is perhaps.
Definitely. Venomancer is also a pretty interesting pick. That plus the Fatal Bonds is pretty insane damage. Everybody
10 seconds.
has solved most of the Not sure
5
whether this
seconds
is going to be
remaining.
Moo or Forev. I know they both do play the master. Even Bryle does
I would say forever.
most likely.
Yeah,
Because
no,
the life stealers are for sure.
all three do play it, and forever stands out. I'm actually more curious on the bounty hunter than the offlane.
Probably.
Just simply because if Enigma tries to 4 and then jungle, then Rick
Really
lane
annoying.
for it. I think that's application. Huck ban from J.Storm. I suppose they do still need a CC hero.
If you're forward, you're like, wait, what? What is their draft? Pick meta stuff. Our own thing.
Good idea.
How about a Pudge? Be a Pudge.
Viper is actually decent here.
Push early.
Is that going to be a art like it?
I think it's CC and C like, and you are more.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think they're going to match the Lycan up against the Veno.
5
Okay.
seconds.
But maybe expecting the Veno to be that.
Somebody in chat goes, I hate the lifestealer meta. It's a boring meta. Sitting here looking at our lineups. Like, yes, he's one of the heroes this game, I understand, but I mean, quite different heroes.
Yep.
Choose
And
your hero.
so for Rev Venomancer,
Good against Lycan.
okay. So yeah, Kunkka. I mean, you want the Morphling against the. So since you are on the Lycan,
It's also MSS on the Enigma. Hard planning to do possible Ricky annoyance off there.
yeah, I mean, I feel like they definitely could just Enigma in lane and just play it like a normal dual lane. Ricky's like, hey,
What do I do?
I'm here, guys.
Smoke cloud, huh?
Moral support. Ricky casts moral support. Anyway.
Yeah, don't know what to expect this game other than just different stuff and fun. Poor Magi though, man. Bloodlust on the Morphling as well as Lycan. Very good buff to have. It's too cool.
Even on the Bounty Hunter, he gets those 100% crit with Rack. Great Bloodlust game. A fun Ogre game because you're the tankiest hero on your team right now. And run at people, punch them in the face, and press Bloodlust for about 20 minutes, and then your team carries you to victory, hopefully. Support them all and move on to your next game.
CCNC Morphling. Gotta say, that's not a hero I know CCNC for. See how he does on it.
Yep. Well, I'm sure that we'll be able to make a snap judgment. The quality of his play, or his ability as a player, off of one Morphling game.
It's a hero that's up there on the list of you want to be able to practice it. Same thing like an Invoker. Yeah. You can't just hop on this hero and be like, all right, we're good to go. On a Razor, it's not a simple hero.
Definitely. I mean, To be perfectly honest, this definitely could be one of those games where Ford and even J.Storm, more specifically, well, yeah, both of them, are just like, well, go ahead and practice some stuff.
Yeah. I believe that's what's going on here. I didn't want to necessarily say it, but I think that's what's going on here. More so for J.Storm. They're trying out different things. Obviously, there's money on the line, but again, there's plenty else throughout the season that these two teams in their tier, what they're capable of, are focused on. But they're still giving good competition and absolutely still trying to win in the sense of play. Ricky and Lifestealer. I guess it's going to be Warlock and Lifestealer heading towards the top lane. Ricky's currently roaming over here with Kunkka. Get the Cloak and Dagger out.
As an oof, well as 2 wards and a sentry. Can just go away from the lanes though.
Base for now.
30 seconds
Scouting
to
at the
battle.
wolves, and then he make his way wherever the Venomancer is. Bottom lane.
Why does he like the Venom matchups?
Because he has the sustain to deal with it. The main reason.
Here, he's placed a very deep ward. Radiant side, or the Dire side even. Banner and Steel, MSS. He has a
The
sentry.
battle begins.
Not going to place it initially. It's picked up by Fear. Well played. Of course, Enigma went the Eidolons. No way he's getting Malphas.
J.Storm gets all 4 bounty runes.
All 4. Okay. Start. MSS is playing more of the laning Enigma.
Yep, at least for now. They have a sentry in lane already, so they're going to be looking for this Ricky. And yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Fear. There are a lot of units. As soon as they see him, let's get the sentry.
Yeah, that's good. Life a little easier. Yeah, with the Eidolons and the Wolves. Hard denying off the bat. Lane pushed back in their favor. So Snake King, he's the farm up here at the top lane of Bounty Hunter. You got Venomancer gonna pick up the farm himself.
They're just going for all the Eidolon kills. Gonna take out some of these units. Back and pull the lane, otherwise have to farm under the enemy tower. Not ideal. Always a little bit sketchy doing pulls with Ricky.
Yeah.
Almost go back invis before the aggro happens.
It's annoying playing heroes like this because exactly all of a sudden they can just go back to the camp. You're like, what do you do? Oh crap.
Yeah.
He's CNC. He's gonna get a kill. Well, there you go. He's shifting that strength and gets Brow to man up a little too much.
Started tanking the tower a little bit too early there. You said CCNC couldn't play more.
Hey, I didn't say that at all. Don't put words in my mouth, good sir. Not one that I seen him play before. That was well played right there. The shift seemed pretty on point and baited in for the first blood himself. Safe to say he's comfortable.
Bounty Hunter having a very good lane so far.
All of them are having, especially Bounty. Wow, yeah, 4-0 Veno. Holy crap. You are alone, but I don't think he's dying here. Some damage out. Snake King, level 2 Janata. Attack for Rev. Run away as the Gale comes out. Kit Rack. Be fine.
Bottom lane, though, Yawar's not going to be fine.
He's fine. Eh, he's not divine. Orb of Venom, pretty good.
Yeah, especially against a hero like Lycan, who has very base movement speed. Wait. Oh, they buffed it. I forgot. They have way worse buff to reset. My bad.
Still easily allowed both of them to stay on top. I mean, they're both Ricky and actually they're a decent move. In fact, Ricky now with the boots. Keep close and keep those auto attacks coming. As Kitrak, he'll deny himself.
Beer gets the sentry again in the bottom lane, outplaying MSS there.
And if the difference is, if these sentries are down, then yeah, this Ricky cannot be playing nearly as aggressive. So absolutely, that's so huge that he's able to be getting several now. Pretty, like, right away, too. They basically have no time where they can see him in the invis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Actually, this ward up here on the cliff, I don't know if he's been using it to keep track of the sentries coming or what.
Oh.
But he was set up for that one before.
Courier? But I'm for Courier's night. Oh, nice deny by Yawar. Wolf.
Dire's tower is under
But
attack.
this is the thing. I mean, Ricky, the distraction he's doing.
Being so annoying right now.
Hero can do. Know that.
So the clarity.
See ya. Gets him to tip again. All three tips going to Ricky from him. Yeah, you're totally not being annoying. My game's fun. Bounty runes. Here's gonna get both of these, and it's gonna be a 3-for-1. So they got 4 for nothing to start. They get 3-for-1 here. In a math, that's 7-for-1 advantage. J.Storm. However, I mean, they need it because all 3 of their cores, I mean, they're doing okay. It's just the other cores are doing that much better, as that's a dead Morphling. I was watching, he was shifted into the full agility. And with a Ricky on the other team, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, Snake King's dead. He was TPing out, but Forev kills him with a ward. Oh, J.Storm 2,000 net worth lead. Like out of nowhere.
Like that. Like that. Those little kills are what can really set a Ricky up for a pretty good game. If he's able to find a couple little snipes early on, there you go. He gets the treads already. Suddenly a lot tankier than he was. Does more damage. Still a ways away from being that useful, but
I think Morphling has learned his lesson now. Want to let's make sure you have 150 life or so at least, if not ideally more. For you about shifting so much.
Yeah, I saw him playing around with it earlier when Brian was about to cleave him, and he shifted just enough strength to survive a cleave. He's been on the edge of death a couple times already.
Scary hero to watch, man. In very comfortable players' hands, you just see them sometimes all the way low, and you're like,
Anxiety of the video game, aka playing Morphling.
So rotations happening from forward gaming, they completely swap up lane, which is really interesting considering the CS was actually really good for all 3 cores. But with the deaths taking place, they swap things around.
They're going to put Snaking down here just to be annoying. Ooh, they're going to give MSS the lane in top, and then Yawar's just going to straight jungle until he has his Helm of the Dominator.
Lifestealer? Having a man up, and it's working for now. In fact, with Ricky, or that's Snaking dead. It's a turn kill.
For fear.
This Ricky's doing work right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they get another D-ward of the sentry, so bottom lane continues to be a scary place for forward to be.
Radiant structure fortified.
Top lane, they're diving, it looks like. Oh,
Dire's
MSS
top
barely
tower is
TPs
under
out in time
attack.
as the torrent comes out. All up there. It's over to the jungle, Kitrak. Down by Ricky again. Lifestealer on top.
Dire's
Probably
is
dead
under
here.
attack.
Fear, another kill.
Kill for Fear. He's 4-0-0. Only 6 CS to his name, but he's working on that Diesel
Dire's
Blade.
top tower is
Just a
under
pub
attack.
stomp hero, they said.
Dire's structure
Yeah,
fortified.
it's only a matter of time. I'm gonna have to make a video on how Fear played Ricky, and then suddenly every pub.
Well, the start is definitely the idea that he got both sentries in the.
Dire's
And
top
that,
tower
that,
is
that's where it
under attack.
begins.
That was huge. The hero basically doesn't exist if there are sentries. You're worse than a creep, in fact.
They're going for bounty. Might kill him. They got a
Dire's
sentry
top tower
down.
has
He's harassing him a little bit. Eventually going to open wounds. His big man wants to get some more damage in.
Pretty annoying because he's so fast phase, but he is awfully deep right now. I don't want to tank all these creeps though.
Well, 2 smoke screen also online. I'm watching over there. Forever almost going down. As Snake King actually uses his shadow walk and he'll get away, but back to Forev. He was run down by Yawar. Safe shift goes off and secures it. DCNC's top farm in the game. He's 4,000 net worth. He's doing very good on the Morphling, and it might get a little bit better here with a track kill. That's big. The rotation from Snake King, and just he went from 3,900 to 4,300. Felt like net worth.
Yeah,
Radiant's
both
middle
of these teams are
tower is
running
under
extremely
attack.
snowbally lineups. This is like get some early tower kills with the Lycan and the Enigma. Suddenly you're way far ahead because of the tower gold. You can stomp any fight, take Roche early. The other side, you've got all these tracks. Same side, you've got the tracks
Radiant's
as well.
top
And then
tower
on the other
is
side,
under
you have
attack.
the Ricky,
Death's
Lifestealer
bounty.
bombs. Big team fight coming out from J.Storm.
Very interesting there by Snake King, choosing not to stop the TP from Lifestealer. He opened on him and then he just walked away. He had a Shoryuken, and the rage wasn't. I mean, he definitely could have stunned it from what I was saying, but he chose not to. Wants the lane down here. Other way. He's gonna have a
Dire's
free lane,
middle
mid
tower
lane.
is under attack.
Kunkka's putting some pressure on the tower. He gets his phase boots. Those Eidolons kill the catapult though.
Here. Has eyes on Yawar.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'm just
is
going to be
under
watching this
attack.
Ricky the whole
Yeah, I'm trying not
Dire's
to.
middle tower is under
Trying not
attack.
to, but it's hard not to.
Dire's structure fortified.
Level 3 smoke screen. He's not
Radiant's
going to use it
bottom
though.
tower
Just going to
is
put some
under
damage. Although
attack.
they're coming.
Brile is a haste.
Yeah, here comes. Oh, the
Really?
smoke screen too far forward. Okay, for the backup axe, that's pretty good. Lycan forced to run through it. He's going to go down. They dove big time for this. 4 heroes out. Comes the chaotic offering as well. But he's shifting. And the black hole from MSS pulls in the 2. Ricky with no smoke cloud. Not much more he can do right now. Poured out from
I
Moo.
don't have any damage though.
Bryle, though, not the same story. So, yeah, not a lot of damage follow-up. They do get a double kill. Track kills included. And they do have the net worth lead now. So, yeah, the black hole follow-up damage wasn't necessarily there.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower is
you
under
just
attack.
dove at tier 3. In fact, Forever goes down as Yawar. He pies back and eventually chases down Forev. And now they're just going to push mid with this.
Up. Going to try and take out this mid tier 1 tower so they can transition into Roche pretty quickly.
Radiant structure
This is
fortified.
where the game gets a little bit more tough if you're Ricky.
Dire's top tower is under
The
attack.
laning stage is broken down. You can't
Radiant's
just
middle
be annoying and
tower is
harass.
under attack.
And that'll
You
happen.
gotta somehow, yeah, exactly. You gotta find some farm somehow.
Again, once the sentry's down, game changes. They're going to destroy it. They do kill the Lycan. March.
You can see very deep.
Yeah, he is way too deep.
Dire's
Shift is
tower
not going to
is
help him
under
here.
attack.
He's just dead. He
And
overstepped.
it kills Kitrak too because he was linked the whole time to the ogre.
Oh.
And he had like
Dire's
3,000
middle
health that
tower
was
is
just
under
being
attack.
beaten through.
Oh no, yeah, that's unfortunate. Just died quicker at that point. Yeah, I don't know if he thought he had another waveform or what, but he clearly did not. And they just killed mid tier
Dire's
1,
middle
so
tower has fallen.
a couple of sloppier decisions this game than what we saw in the previous one.
Dire's middle
definitely.
tower is under attack.
Both teams put up a good fight. In this case, probably favoring. It's hard to say who it favors. Generally favor the Morphling team because he probably has the better late game.
Ricky was hunting this bounty hunter. He used Shadow Walk. He dusted, though. Now they're going for Snake King, but he's got drums. He's gonna
Tanky.
survive, yeah. He is. Crack up the Ricky. No.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Speaking of Morphlin, the Quad Wraith Band, Power Trez, and he's going Yasha. Yeah, no, this is just kind of let it play out kind of game. They really in the favor. Fear might be in trouble, though. Definitely in trouble. But these are track kills as well.
Getting crit. Nice smoke cloud. But he's
Malphus.
probably gonna die here.
Barely hit. So they get the track kill. Kirek's probably going to die for this, but with the track kill, I think you're okay if you're forward. They're running now, so Hugger goes down back here. MSS, he used Torn already. Does he have an X? He can't connect.
That's just late as well from Forev. But yeah, forward. They're fine with that trade. Your TP top lane. He needs to get this diffusal blade. Just trying to farm. Why this hero is pretty rough to play.
My farming heroes.
Dire cannon.
Gilly.
That very well. The smoke cloud was nerfed, but after Ricky was pretty strong for a bit there, they nerfed the smoke cloud
Dire's
to only do
middle tower
8%
is under
movement speed
attack.
slow, which is basically nothing. Might as well not even exist. Just the silence at that point.
CCNC, he morphed into the Lifestealer. He pops a Rage. He goes right after March. Now comes the Chaotic Offering. He's going to burst on the Warlock. At least he got the offering down. Dust is applied. Ricky being focused fire. The track is up. He's going to pop his ultimate, though, and be out of there for now. The Shrine used. CCC will go back into that with a wait for him. Moo, he's now in trouble. The Shuriken going around. The track's doing work. They kill the Ricky. He jumps inside something. He pops out. Looks like it's one of the wolves, but CCC is shifting back into his strength to barely stay alive. They take out Venomancer. Moo, he's still in. He's got some armlet toggle. Oh, never mind, he doesn't have armlet. It almost looked like it for a second, but they kill the Ogre. Moo's still trying to run. Cannot get far. Triple kill for the Morphling, but now Brio shows up. Yawar, he's going to fall. Track pulling back and snaking. Since he's trying to kill this Chaotic Offering the whole time, rather than
really
going
annoying.
for the Kunkka. It has been annoying. He is going to kill it, get the 100 bounty. Can they catch Brile? No. MSS was just about there. Fighting on top of a shrine that whole time. I think that was the key for the victory for forward.
Yeah, and a lot of track kills too. So, looked pretty good there for a little bit for J.Storm. That Chaotic Offering doing a lot of work. Pretty good smoke cloud by Ricky, but ultimately Morphling a little bit too strong.
See by something else? It's a Dragonlance out. Morphling. He has a full inventory right now. I'm going to swap out one of the Wraith. And they jump him. He's dead.
Silas.
Yeah.
Too strong.
That level 4 smokescreen. You see the radius. Too far up without the shift.
Pretty good counter to Morphling if you have the Atos as well. Really walking around at pretty low HP. Alright. J.Storm hitting back.
Gonna be the theme this game.
Dire's top
Plenty
tower
of back and
is under
forth
attack.
already. Look at the net worth. It's gone up and down. Actually favored more for J.Storm throughout, but very close as Bounty Hunter top lane. He gets comboed. Got a pipe though, so he's
Very tanky right now. He's got 21
Dire's
armor plus the
structures
pipe.
are fortified. Dire's tower is under
he found
attack.
Ricky. Oh, Ricky. He's gonna have to pop his tricks of the trade, but as soon as he comes down, he's dead. Yeah, these sentries. They're buying a lot of them, as they should be. Ogre currently has one on him. The dust being kept by Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you almost consider just going for a gem as quickly as possible if you're Ricky, just to counterplay the bounty and all the sentries. Hit track, slowly, surely.
What? Oh, he's denying. I'm trying to.
Deny.
Dire's
Got it.
top tower.
Wow. Still have the Necronomicon, though. Level 2 currently on Lycan.
That's gonna be another thing that makes Ricky's life hard.
Got a Goffreen. Gonna save himself. Ship combo comes out, and they catch Yawar. Yawar's dead. Good turn.
Arch gonna survive.
X up MSS. Range. Not is ready. There's no support nearby, and there's another smoke screen. So, killing spree for Bryle.
They actually have a lot of really good combos with this smoke screen. X people into it. They have the Atos. Seeing some good stuff from the Ricky.
Mentioned earlier the armlet. So I saw it on Kunkka, but Lifesteal ends up going one himself too. And he is going back for the Radiance now, but the way this game is going, just assume it's a I need something that we're going to be able to fight with. Fight him rather than just straight Radiance.
Yeah, gotta fight early. You want the extra armor against them in particular, Lycan as well. And want to be able to also find some pickoffs with the Ricky. So I definitely like that itemization by Moo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Big smoke from forward.
Track out Bryle, but chase all the way for him over there.
Dire scanning.
And the tower, there's Veno as well as Warlock. Warlock does not have Goffrey. Still on corner for 80. Grab, the track is out, there's the burst. He gets his ultimate off though. With the pipe, gonna mitigate plenty of damage. Rum drink from Bryle, but he's in a bad spot on that Midnight Pulse. Malphus stuns weren't off. Just runs.
Bound.
So he is going to be good. March eventually gets found by Yawara, though. Chased down even, and they find fear. Or I thought they did. Got the Infest Bomb inside him, by the way.
Yeah,
So they're going to jump onto Yawar. Smoke screen goes down. Bounty Hunter trying to help the best he can. It's not much, though. Lycan's dead, but now Morphling shows up. Tricks of the trade. He pops. ECNC takes over Lifestealer. Go for the kill onto Fear. Yes, they'll be able to get that for a track kill.
So close to the defusal. Can't finish it. At like 700. 670, something like that.
5, 5, and 5. He started what, 4-0-0?
Yep.
5 and 5 since then.
This is the part of the game that just really sucks as a Ricky.
Venomancer trying to finish a full Crimson Guard. Choosing not to go maybe the Guardian Greaves direction. Sitting on brown boots for now.
Snaking is so farmed.
Oh, on the bounty, yeah.
Second highest net worth in the game. Just bounty hunter things. The fact that he gets like a full second kill worth every kill.
He's just so experienced for now. He doesn't have any help coming yet. In fact, Bounty was the one that had Enigma coming over. So. Pressure the lane.
I just need like 4 last hits, guys. Come on.
TP, it's Kunkka. Sure. Slow him down, set up the X. Here comes Bounty Hunter, though. Pull him into the combo. Can Bounty Hunter do anything about this again? He pops the pipe. It's not enough. Although maybe with the mech now.
There's the defusal for Fear. So now the hero is completely different. Suddenly he can actually do something.
I mean, come on. You're overreacting a little bit. He can actually be a bit more useful now. He's been doing plenty.
He's gotten through the hard part of the game, I say.
Yeah, keeping people in your smoke screen is the key, which he's had plenty of support around him to do. But yeah, now that he has a defuse.
DCC goes for Hurricane Pike. I like this itemization. Actually, probably the most threatened hero, aside from maybe Enigma, by this Ricky.
Dunka's diving bounty hunter, but we just mentioned how tanky he is. Now March, he throws out the chaotic offering. Yawar ran in, and probably for the wrong situation there, as he's going to lose a bit of his army. Snake King once again next. MSS in the distance as Black Hole. Throw down Midnight Pulse, but just too much damage on Bounty Hunter. Brian with the cleave. Take him out. BKB on Kunkka now, by the way.
Radiant structure fortified.
Lifestealer sitting on 3,600 gold.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So you're mentioning you like the Hurricane Pike on
Dire's middle
Morphling.
tower
What's that?
is under attack.
Just because it gets him out of the smoke screen. Like, that's the most dangerous thing for him, getting stuck in a smoke screen. And as long as he has the Hurricane Pike, he should be fine. However, he doesn't have any mana right now.
He's dead. Yep. No mana means dead Morphling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still Ricky, but all worth it for the Ricky in that case.
Absolutely.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lycan's still trying to kill this top tier 1.
Yeah, this is a weird Lycan game from Yawar. I don't feel like he's really been having the best time claiming these objectives, which is what he might hope to be doing.
Oh, trying to
Forever.
turn.
Gonna gift him a kill here, it looks like, potentially.
Dire's middle tower is under
Chase,
attack.
in fact, the upheaval now, and it's like one kite's the other, then the other kite's them, and
Dire's
now
middle
Fear, he's
tower
in
is
trouble.
falling.
Oh, shapeshift, he's going
back
in.
in.
Fear's dead. That's a track kill, remember. March also not going to be ran at, and if they get Frev as well, this is going to be so many track kills all of a sudden. If they can get it, though,
so deep,
Lifestealer,
though.
Yawar's deep for this, he wants it, and can't get it.
What is this game right now? They're just running at each other with no regard for their
Radiant's
own
bottom
lives.
tower is under attack.
Little silly.
Meanwhile, MSS farming. He's like, I'm just gonna farm. Go to Guardian Greaves, and maybe you guys will come play with me then, because I can keep you alive.
Recipe still. Forest staff delivered out to MSS. Sacred Relic, Lifestealer. Yeah, I'm guessing he has a recipe as well. Sure, so I guess he still needs a recipe. Morphling, I have Scotty next. Really in with more stats.
Yep. Sense. Yawar has a Radiance queued up next. And having a hard time actually finishing people off. Maybe feel like he's getting kited too much. Kind of weird. As a Lycan.
BKB feels really good this game for the cores of Forward Gaming. I'm surprised neither one's looked to prioritize it yet.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Even snaking on the Bounty Hunter could definitely benefit from that. Run in and kill the Warlock over and over.
See, I'm 2,700 gold, so again, he still has a queued up, but Roshan sneak for J.Storm. Looks like they are going to do it. Forward Gaming has a clue. If they did, at this point it's too late.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower falling.
Bottom tower pressured at least by forward, but that's going to be Roshan Aegis going away with Lifestealer. And Moo, is he going to jump inside? Yes, he's going to jump inside Kunkka as they TP in down here. They're going to find Ogre. Not a great find, but still.
They will find MSS as well.
They will. The X pull back. And there's the follow. Stoppable for Kunkka. Good sequence of events there for J.Storm. Orphlin, though, he's almost got the Eye of Scotty finished now. 3,000 gold saved up. Yeah, after the Eye of Scotty, I really think a BKB on Morphling could make a lot of sense. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
too defensive with the Hurricane Pike as well, but just so good this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really good point. He could have gone for BKB instead of the Pike. He might not go for BKB because go MKB instead. Fight through the Radiance Burn. Cloud. Won't be seeing a BKB from CC anytime soon.
All right, loss.
Does feel like that. Oh, they dead snaking.
Yes, well, now especially, yes. Really, I guess that was the only way they were stopping the TP, so I'm going to make sure
Yes.
you could not get out.
Ricky going for a basher next. Truly is the pub build. Oh, many other ways to play Ricky. Deer Hammer, I guess.
That was really clever by CCNC. He morphed Kunkka. As he got X'd by Kunkka, he then morphed back into Kunkka and then morphed and then X'd himself to then prevent the other X. It was just like the game of X's.
Yeah, I think I've seen him do that once or twice. To deal with the Kunkka counter.
He with Lifestealer inside is hunting again. A Warlock nearby. Again, no Chaotic Offering. Knows
There's a
this.
sentry up here. For sentry vid. Oh.
Bait. Force Staff. It took them a while to decide. Force Staff out. Goes with the Morph into Lifestealer. Rages pop. MSS being the focus bar.
It's currently silenced.
And CCNC back pops a raid. So they pop a shrine with this as well. J.Storm has to be careful with the positioning. A lockdown on Moo. He's inside that Midnight Pulse. He has an Aegis, so he's going to accept the death here eventually. We're going to see a fight after. There's the Torrent. Comes back up. CCNC, though, puts the open wounds on. Attacking him. MSS popping the black hole to the right. Ricky's caught. It'll just be a Ricky kill with it, but it's something.
Dead.
Meanwhile, Yawar went too deep. He gets thrown up in the air. The Spirit Vessel might just finish the job, and so many wards around. He can't get out of there. He ends up going down. CCNC morphs back into himself as Ricky bites back, by the way. Venno was killed. Morphling wants more. Going after Warlock. Still has Lifestealer.
Got the wounds.
There's the wounds. Lifestealer himself is nearby, but not close enough. Bursts him down. Has to wait from away. Oh, almost got silenced. Ricky with the buyback, trying to make a play, but now Ricky could be in trouble. Be a dieback. Nope, he's too far. Drawn out fight. It goes the way of forward. Yawari's almost looks silly there for a second, but the way they reset it on the side of forward gaming, the team overall played out pretty well.
Morphling continues to be the biggest problem for J.Storm to deal with. Lars, he's having a rough. He finishes the Radiance. He's having a rough game on.
Now he queues up the BKB. Yeah, you even saw that last fight. Like he pops shapes if he goes in, and his life just starts disappearing.
Yeah, immediately has to run away.
I don't get the Radiance over the BKB especially. At least he's going for it next. Morphling, they do not have answers for him clearly. Obvious, other than the smoke screen.
If they can combo him in the smoke screen, definitely can die.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower under attack.
That's a dieback. Tipping it war. I wonder if they're having chat about how this game's going for him.
Probably.
I mean,
how you doing, buddy? He's like, this game sucks. Don't worry, we got you, buddy.
He's got an Ogre Frost mage. Nice utility there for the team. Morphling's going to have an MKB finish shortly. He's worried about the other components, just Demon Edge. His right click's actually going to be very deadly. Level 20 talent on Lifesteal with a 20% evasion, so it's going to be nice for that. You have a Heaven Talbot on Kunkka.
Yeah,
well.
lots of evasion. Lots of evasion to deal with.
Answer. The lots have been finished. He's working on an Ags next.
Yoar just shapeshifts the farm.
My-
It was definitely slowing down right now while they wait for the next Roche. Of course, Ford will try and put on the Morphling.
Oh, mid lane. Next. Morphling's nearby. Warp's in a life stealer, but definitely a dead ogre. Bottom being pushed by snaking. Have to worry about. Minus 7 seconds smokescreen cooldown. Wait, really? So it makes it a 4-second cooldown with a duration of 6?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You can keep people permanently silenced. Put down a bunch. Deny a huge area of the fight.
Wow. That's, yeah. That's potentially a game changer against Morphling. And he does have a BKB queued up next, so the core is realizing this now. We're going to need that. Find.
Smoke up from forward. Are heading towards the top set of runes, expecting to find a fight there. They will find fear on Ricky.
Dire are
Poor guy.
Smoke, yeah. Tier 1 is still up here. 35 minutes into the game with a Lycan on the other
Radiant's
side, but
top tower is under attack.
finally goes down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Forward positioning themselves on the high ground here. Top tier 2
Radiant's
tower.
top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Controlling the Roche pit area pretty well.
Yeah. Decently fast Roshan. It's only 35 more seconds. We're going to see a spawn.
Ricky has
bottom
10
tower
deaths.
is under attack.
7, 10, and 7.
Yeah, again, the game changed. It's 4-0-0 and
Radiant's top tower
is,
is under attack.
3, 10, and 7 since.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bounty Hunter coming online, just much more sentries being purchased. Lane started dying out. Catching him.
Dire's bottom tower fallen.
Right now, Moo is the only one having a really clean game. They 7-1 and 15. KDA. Even the Morphlings died 4 times. Everybody's just kind of crawling, being caught out.
Ryle, 6-2 and 11. Moo's 7-1 and 15, so those cores are pretty impressive stat lines. This could be a Roshan.
Roshan has fallen.
Aegis
to
will
the dark.
definitely fix the dying problem for CC.
Works, yep. 20 talent for Lycan's pretty big. He gets 8 seconds more of the shapeshift. And he just finishes BKB, so that's got to feel good, man. To be a bit more legitimate in these fights.
Yeah, he's going to add a lot of damage now with the Radiance and won't be locked down nearly as easily. Actually finish off some kills potentially.
Pipe is up. Smoke screen, making it. Didn't even really make it
Radiant's middle
annoying.
tower has fallen.
About to say that, but no.
Didn't do too much there. Ryle's getting good push in the top lane, so he may force somebody to come back. But it is only a very small
Dire's
creep
top
wave at the
tower
moment,
is under attack.
as able to cut the top one.
Morphling got the life stealer. And that, pop and rage. Best from Moo as he heals up.
Courier doing over here? Yeah, it's chilling. You're still working on a basher. That would be a nice addition to his story, but right now, still just stuck on that defusal blade. Attack speed.
Ow, like. Gonna get pulled back in. Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under
Also
attack.
has another morph ready to go. Very slow, methodical push. They've got very little damage on the tier 3 tower, though, so this is working too well. Hold and very good hold from J.Storm, and they definitely have the ways to do it.
Definitely. They've got good spam from the Veno, the Kunkka. Fatal Bonds makes every cleave really dangerous, actually.
Does Kunkka have the Daedalus yet? Let's
No.
get in there.
Not quite.
Fire.
Casual plate mill now, so what's coming up next? Really is going to be annoying.
Range Lycan build.
Yeah, this is somewhat unique, but good this game.
Armor. Great. Great on Lycan.
Yeah, with the BKB too and the Radiance, but like he's all of a sudden at a point where he will really be able to just sit on top of you. Right click, but from getting away. What? What is he doing? That was so weird. Rage does not take off the Heaven's Albert. I think for a second he thought it did there because he was just standing there disarmed. As if it did. Oh, and he just canceled his TP.
A little bit of a confusion going on. Nobody's quite sure how to break this game open. There is a DD, though, so that should certainly help. Probably want to take advantage of this Aegis if they possibly can. With the DD, they also have the gem on MSS. BKB of his own, so Black Hole is certainly a threat.
Wrap around Lycan, shapeshift, gets it off past the BKB. Here comes Kiddock offering, but with the BKB, he is going to run out. Now a chance for a reset, perhaps. Although bottom lane, Morphling's just going in with the double damage. They just want to go for the tower. It's backdoor protection still up.
What is happening?
I don't know. It seems so odd. I mean, the Kiddock offering used, I guess, but now Morphling. Yeah, they are going to eventually get the creep wave. Double damage is about to wear off, but still. Bring plenty of threat. That 30 seconds on the Aegis, so they do have to be careful with the timing. The
Look
smoke
at all
screen.
these smoke clouds.
It's annoying. This is another one. Just going to chase him down with it. Meanwhile, Lycan gets the tower kill, though, but now Lycan's in the bath. He's got cheese. Gonna have to eat it soon. There you go. Pops the cheese. Morphling's in on top of Fereb. He's bursting him down. Fereb can't get away. Gets the bash proc to help, and Fereb will barely survive. Nope, with the waveform, he still wants this kill. He's beelining for it. Did he go too far? Not just yet. Aegis is going to be reclaimed in 5 seconds. Aegis is going to be reclaimed soon. No, he morphs back into it. And the Black Hole to pull in Moo. Moo's out for 100. He has a buyback. There's the Aegis reclaim now. Healing on up. Burns down Veno. Veno's out for 70. He does not have a buyback, so Lifestealer using his.
And just look at the gold lead. 11k all of a sudden. Nowhere.
Although he's caught. None. He's dead. That hit with the Daedalus from Kunkka. That was a Chrysalis even still. Enough of a crit to burn down Morphling. Killed Ogre as well. The rest TPing out. So multiple buybacks used, but they do hold their racks.
Yeah, just a tier 3 after all that.
Lifestealer, a big buyback. But you're right, the net worth lead, that's what Ford was doing despite not breaking through the base. They were really constricting them in their base. That was showing. And this Kunkka, he's just going to go straight. Not going straight Divine Rapier. Going to finish the Daedalus, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's probably going to go Daedalus Rapier.
Dire's middle tower.
Alright, they're pushing back. They want to force a buyback on Morphling.
Structures are fortified.
Oh, these creeps doing.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Gonna give Eidolons to Enigma,
Dire's
okay.
middle barracks are under attack.
See
Just chasing him in the fountain.
Yeah, they went all the way. Bounty Hunter's cutting the creep wave though mid. Now there is still a massive creep wave here though.
Dire's middle barracks.
Yeah, they need to clear
has
this
fallen.
out, otherwise second set of racks. All of a sudden, J.Storm.
Dire's
And they're
top
just holding
tower is
the
under
buyback on
attack.
CC&C.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower.
Happy to lose 2 sets of racks.
After not getting any
Dire's
themselves.
top barracks
The war
has
goes
fallen.
in. Still no buyback on CC&C. Very uncoordinated.
Yeah, he's at that spot he doesn't want to. He's at 10 seconds remaining. So BKB popped by Lycan. The Abyss will be locked down. They do catch Forev though, and he's out for 75. Warlock's also going to get run down. He's out for 70. Ricky, he's found. He's tracked up. Smoke screen. Oh, no TP though. His tricks of the trade, but just fell for an auto feels. And he's down.
Yep.
So,
Like that.
God.
Go forward, run back the other way now is the question.
I mean, there's 2 dead with no buyback, including Ricky now for 90. So I would think so. Yeah, he held the buyback the whole time, and they lost a racks for it, and the top melee as well, so they need to capitalize with this.
Despite 2 sets of racks being claimed by forward, it is still 10k.
That's
Or
true.
2 sets of racks being claimed by J.Storm. Or
Well,
still up by 10k.
And then the track kills is a big part of that.
That's the point.
You know, Bounty Hunter, how track kills work?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, I guess there's extra gold that somehow happens. I don't know why.
Radiant's bottom
But
Something like that.
something like
Radiant's middle barracks.
So they are going to get the 2 sets.
Radiant's
And
middle
will they go for the
barracks
third?
has fallen.
40 seconds still for Ricky, so it will be a 5 versus 4.
Radiant's middle
Chaotic
barracks
offering
has
ready.
fallen.
Morphling, got the rage again.
Thinking
Hey,
it's been
Lifestealer.
caught.
Forev gonna get blown up. He's out for 75. BKB's committed. No chaotic offering yet. Still waiting for a
There's
black
the
hole.
black
There's
hole.
the chaotic offering. That's what he was waiting for. The Abyss Blade on MSS. MSS gonna go down now as a result. Guardian
Big
Greaves.
crit.
No, he is dead. Morphling coming back in. You see Kunkka. He's trying to find an angle. He's got that Daedalus. Another chaotic offering as he dies. But now Bryle with the BKB is holding his ground, hoping for those big auto attacks. Double kill for Bryle comes out. He did get one. He's getting really low. He's dead, in fact. And there's 4 dead all of a sudden, including a buyback on Bounty Hunter. But so technically got all wiped. Yeah, Bryle was able to get some cleaves in. And he's going to TP to the top lane and try to get the range racks up here. Force buybacks.
Marsh is in trouble though.
It's going to help.
Ryle's coming over. He's got that Daedalus. Will anybody else from forward buy back is the question.
I think at least like Ogre should. Maybe Enigma even. Can't just... it's such a wacky game, let's be honest.
Making
They're just going to go for tier 4. Yeah, they're definitely forcing the buy. They buy. There we go. Both cores buy back even. Double waveform. Couldn't get close enough. Got the rage though, or the lifestealer. Do make both the Lycan and the Morphling buyback.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
As the top shrine is going to fall now though.
Dire's
been a
top
hell of a
shrine
game so
has
far.
fallen.
an experience. Rapier is queued up by Bryle, and
You can go buy it. I have a buyback yet. Look at that.
cracked. He's caught.
Buy it now.
Bash though.
All right, so he is out.
Radiant's top shrine is
Can't help
under
but laugh
attack.
at this. Lycan.
Radiant's top shrine
it's
has
different.
fallen.
We're gonna see more 25s. Let's go through those. Chance shapeshift, critical strike. Lycan. Have a lifestealer, the rage duration. I'm guessing. Yeah, rage duration. Kung. Tiebreaker cleave, of course. Morphlings going in, by the way. And he's stunned up immediately. Gets J.Storm on the BKB with the missile play lockdown. He is getting low.
And Ricky does.
I mean, yeah. What they were looking for right there.
Getting very low because of this Aghanim Scepter Venomancer ultimate, though.
Oh, true. Third Roshan. That's going to be a free one for Forward Gaming. I mean, we saw it last time, though, even with the Aegis and the Cheese. They really didn't find the way to break through.
Has fallen to the die.
I still don't think this means everything, but it is a double black colon Enigma. That means a lot. And he has a refresher orb as well. It's on cooldown currently.
Essentially 3 black holes in his arsenal at the moment. Daedalus is finished for Lifestealer, so for heavy damage. Kunkka does pick up the Rapier, so they're in dangerous territory for everybody involved in this game.
Absolutely still a game. We're now 50 minutes in, and there's no way to determine who's going to win this one. It really could be either team.
As far as buybacks, only 3 people have it available at the moment. Be a couple coming up with time soon-ish, but everybody's either short on gold, or time, or both. The Veno, the Ogre.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
What the hell does Ricky Axe do again?
Allows him to go inside
4
of
seconds.
somebody and makes it longer. Like you can
Infest and then...
Storm Spirit, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Go in and Ricky multiple.
Fine.
Is it actually really good this game? They don't really have... If that's the case, I mean, is it really... They don't have that stuff. They don't have that target that's like flying around in these fights.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of because he dies all the time, so it makes the longer duration harder to fight into. You can put it on Lifestealer. Lifestealer's just running around ideally in the middle of the fight, hitting everybody. Ricky is safe the whole time. Maybe they're gonna do like super memes where they put Lifestealer inside of somebody, Ricky inside of the Lifestealer.
That's what I was thinking. Dagon, okay. I can just spot a Dagon. Why not? Fear. Screen down, he has the Infest inside. Top tier 3. CCNC's got Aegis. That's Satanic. Raw's going for a cleave. Oh, he got stunned. However, they jump on an MSS. He was not ready for this. Going to get forced every way. He survived for the time being. Out comes Little Sword as well. Going to get a black hole. He's being forced up every which way. He's still stunned up. He's still alive. He gets a black hole. It doesn't really do anything though. He pops my pressure shard. Somehow he's still alive. Ricky goes down. Lifestealer's dead. And finally, MSS did eventually fall, but they've spent so much time on him. It feels like it's going to backfire. Lifestealer buys back though. Got a Goffrain killed off right there. Ricky, the only one staying dead. I suppose Enigma is on the other side. Dire team's running though. Trying to.
That's the Rapier.
Morphlin's going back in. Oh my god, he does a lot of damage. Ultra kill. He wants a rampage. Or yeah, he wants a rampage. He's going to go for the open wounds on Kunkka. Abyssal Blade locked in. He has Satanic still. He can pop it in time. Gets pulled back in. No, he cannot. He gets cleaved down. Aegis bringing him back up. Snake King and Ogre still in the area. But now CCNC once again morphing into Moo. There's that Dagon. Going off. What are we seeing right now? CCNC. He's manning up again. They cleave down the Lycan. He's after 2 minutes. Again, I still say he has Satanic, but he's falling back. Goes back into Lifestealer for him. Moo. Gonna get open wounds and going for the burst, but no, he infests. Jumps inside March, trying to burst him down. Not gonna be enough though. Warlock walks away and keeps Moo alive in the end.
Nobody even bothers to touch the racks the entire time that's going on. They're just fighting in the mid lane. Racks are just happy to sit here and survive.
Lycan has a Dagon. He's not gonna attack the racks. Why would he do that? Gotta kill heroes. There's definitely there's some fun things happening in this game, which I You know, in an atmosphere like this, I can most certainly appreciate.
Double damage, CCC.
Yeah.
Fix it up.
Ridiculous. He does 700 damage. Yeah, but Bryle also does a ton of damage. Fine Rapier.
Radiant
He's out for a minute. Ogre, he's up in 20. He has a buyback anyways.
Really want CCC to take over the Ricky and backstab with double damage.
Hazing on that
So
once.
happy.
And Lifestealer and Kunkka. Stealer. Avoiding fighting the Morphling with that double damage rune.
Probably wise.
Pressure just finished on Warlock, though. Yeah, how about that chase on Enigma that last fight the whole time? He got forced out like 3 different times, stunned like 5 different times. He finally black hole, and I got stopped immediately anyway. So that was the orb that he used, of course. He still has the shard.
Yep. Still gonna have 3 black holes potentially. You have the mana to do that.
That's always the fun question. Yeah, he does. It's only because the shard doesn't take any mana.
Yeah, they'll be close. Really close.
It's 1600 if you put it at 400 mana. So yeah, it's he definitely has it. He essentially, I mean, he has guarding greaves. He most certainly does.
You can't do like triple midnight pulse.
Oh no. He's to get an Ags next. On Aeon disc. That's fine.
Against the Divine Rapier Kunkka, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, smoke play.
Smoke pops. DCC just goes in.
He's like, all right, now's our time. He jumps on a Bryle. Got some good damage. Bryle's getting low. Bryle's dead. Divine Rapier on the ground. Nobody's picked it up just yet. It's just sitting there Lycan. Why not him? You are the Dagon Divine Rapier Lycan build. Oh, boy. Anyways, over here, CCNC's chasing after Ricky. He's dead. Moose also dead as a result. He's out for 2 minutes, and I think we may have just had the conclusion to this game. This inventory of Lycan is so troll.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
His body blocking Bryle's Kunkka.
This has been a fun one. There's a refresher. It's going to be double chaotic offering, but with no money else. Oh, finally a decent black hole catches Venomancer. He's able to get a good one off thanks to no one really being alive. G's called.
Still alive.
It's still alive, but damn it, they want hero kills. You don't understand. There's another black hole. Let's make it a third one. All right. It's over. Forward Gaming. They'll take the series 2-0, and they're moving on to play Team in the finals here of the Chi League Invitational. That was entertainment, though. Props to both teams for providing such fun games, especially Game 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
People are gonna like try to play Lycan. They say, what top pros have been playing him recently? Oh, let's look at what he did. Okay, so build Necro. Okay, that makes sense. Then I build a Dagon. Okay, it's like what?
Great Shivas. All right. You put on Reddit and you say, "Guess the hero." Nobody gets.
We could screen cap this and say guess the hero and surprise to people actually guess Lycan. Anyways, that's going to do it for, again, the series. And that means we are going to be wrapping up for today as well for the Chi League Invitational coverage. But been a fun day of Dota, and obviously a great way to finish there. But any shout-outs, any last words, Elevated, before we do go?
Shout out to Dagon Lycan and Ricky and your taste in music during the breaks between games. And all those things.
That's